and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Aaron Jones. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Packers and the Broncos, and it comes your way next.
EA from Denver. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. And he wisely would throw that one away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fielded just inside the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Love, his throw incomplete. The Packers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing, Love, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
They begin the drive with Williams. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Wilson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Kenny Clark with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So the fumble recovery had set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when they're able to force turnovers, especially when the results of field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Packers ready to take over offensively. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
A tackle made there by Caden Stearns. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Love, they go play action now. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Well, 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 23. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. From the gun to give to Henderson. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw away. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays that give themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal.
And still yet to find the end zone.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage.
Completes it again to Doubs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On play action. Love to throw.
Got Doubs over the middle.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 8. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line So it'll come out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word.
There he goes, left side. The 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Courtland Sutton, 75 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this has not been good. And the lead is kept alive at 14-13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now,
and the ball comes out. Love lost it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. We often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a first down carry by Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs.
And down inside the 15 he goes. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the
touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tonyan.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Courtland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball. All right, when guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught from Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. So we've come to
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. An inside give to Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they'll get this down to the 10. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. a draw play. This is Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The extra point up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 20-yard line. Now Wilson.
He'll get that.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. But they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action this time with Love.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
To throw now. Here's Love.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
On 3rd down, Love.
He finds Watson complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So this one, Charles, it's only the third quarter, but they appear to be well on their way to victory.
I would say so, because a 1-score lead you don't even count, but a 2-score lead you know it can evaporate in an instant. 3 scores, feeling good, but you know it's not over yet. But now they've got a 4-score cushion. I think you can feel pretty confident in the fact this is going to go your way.
And here comes a return for just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Wilson will throw again. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's taken in by Henderson.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All start.
Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass is shot.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this run.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Shoves him away.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Running right, Jones.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. They'll go option to the short side. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
2nd and 8 coming up.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Line to the left, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now Wilson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. And this offense on third down today, just 1 conversion and 8 tries, not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The give is to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
A give to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they take a knee.
Down.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close.